Alright, so we're going to talk about brakes today on bicycles for the motorized bike builds, because there's a lot of questions on all the different types. So, you got cantilever rim brakes, you've got the basic pull rim brakes, you've got cable to hydraulic hybrid brakes, you've got hydraulic brakes, and you've got standard cable calipers. This one here actually will be getting dual hydraulic front brakes and hydraulic back brakes soon. It's been ordered, but yeah, that's another whole story. So we'll start out with the rim brake type. You got this type and you got this type. These you don't really want to go past like 15 miles an hour with, because they can rip off. They'll stop you and stuff. They're going to shred pads and they're going to shred your rims over time. These stop a little better and they have more, what's the word I want to use? More of an anchor point, so they can distribute the load better for a little faster speeds, but still same kind of scenario. Alright, so we're going to talk about disc brakes next. This one's actually going to be a cool build coming up. I got a dual front hydraulic brake setup that's coming for this. The fork's on, the brakes are on, the hub's on, so all that's done. But for now it has a mechanical, and I just wanted to point that out, that mechanical brakes. Now, on the mechanical brake, there is a screw on the other side that pushes the pad in. So you always got to kind of adjust them and stuff, and a lot of people don't realize that. And that's why they don't work as well. But there is a nice benefit to those and to these. So this is the best world of all. It is a hydraulic brake, but has a cable pull to activate the hydraulics, so those do work really well. And nice part about it is on the two-stroke builds, you can use one of these, and the front one goes in here, the back goes in here, and it pulls more on the front and less on the back until you, like, the more pressure you apply. There's like a cantilever in it. And something funny, this is just an 80cc kit, but has the rim brakes on it. I take that on trails, it's slow. I bought one that was the wrong direction when I first started building bikes. So keep that in mind, there's a left and right. So I've kind of just kept this one for nostalgia purposes, but there is left and rights. So if you do buy those, keep it in mind. And then you have full hydraulic. So there is a couple different things to note about discs also. They got smaller ones. I think these are 180s. That is a 203. That's a 180 also, but it is the kind that is on the aluminum mount so that it dissipates the heat better. So you'll find those a lot more with hydraulic ones since they generate more heat. I mean, hydraulic is the best way to go, full hydraulic, except you gotta like run cables. So if you do, you're gonna need a kit to do your own cables and stuff. You're gonna know how to bleed them and all that kind of stuff. Let's see. Got one right here. I'll put it in this little box. So yeah, you're gonna need all this kind of stuff. You're gonna need a crimper and all that. So if you're mechanically inclined, it's a great option. They work amazing. But this option here for the average person going to be your best bet because you get the hydraulic stopping power, but with the cable system, so you can use one of these with your two-stroke builds really easy. So just keep that in mind. That's the options you have for that. Alright, so something else to note. This bike here, since I have mechanical brakes on it, it's so heavy and stuff, it has metal disc brake pads. So we will make it squeak. Alright. So metal pads are very aggressive. They will stop you, definitely. They'll also chew up your rotors a little quicker. They're very aggressive stopping and they squeak. So you have to clean them and stuff. You get oil on them and all that, they're done. I mean, pretty much any of these are done, but more so the metal ones. So this bike here actually has ceramic pads. So if I can drag it. Can't even drag it. So they don't stop as aggressively as the metal ones, but they don't squeak either. They're a lot more quieter and they last longer and they don't chew the rotors up as bad. So something to keep in mind. And then if you're going full hydraulic, usually you just use ceramic, because one, they're going to heat up a lot more. As you can see, they discolor from the heat they generate. Another thing to note is you can use different sized rotor discs. That's a 180 and that's a 203. And if you go this route, you can have a 220. So there's different size ones. Now the bigger you go, the more leverage you get. The more leverage you get, the more pressure it puts on the spokes of the wheel. So the bigger your front disc brake, the bigger the spokes gauge-wise you want. So keep that in mind. But all in all, that's basic thing of all the different types of brakes. So bottom line is you just don't want to go very fast with these. It can kill you really quick. Disc brakes, there's a lot of options. And then if you want to go over the top and stuff, there is the pit bike brake option. And, you know, that is a whole other level of DIY and all that good stuff. So they don't just drop and fit. You have to buy the bracket or make them and all that good stuff. But I guess this disc brake dual hydraulic deal I'm getting has a Y adapter. And I imagine you could do front and back brakes with a Y adapter off one lever too, if you do it all yourself, plumb it and everything. But we'll have to wait till that comes and see how all that works. But that's your brake options.